August 2007.
Okay.
So 13 years.
Okay.
And I've been in control ever since. I was promoted to sergeant about 3.5 years in, and then promoted to lieutenant in 2017. It's your ability to react to stress, unusual situations, to be able to make a command decision and quickly, and to have confidence and faith in the decision you make, and discipline.
Dispatching EMS for a 28-year-old female, not conscious, ineffective breathing. We're obtaining further.
So it's on the other end of town. I got 2 units that are actually closer, so I'll start heading that way, see what's going on. A 28-year-old female. I mean, the worst automatically comes to mind, such as drugs, an overdose of some sort. If the person ends up dying or is dead already, then that's a type of call for a supervisor to go to determine what additional work needs to be done, what kind of investigation it needs to be, if a detective needs to come out. Backup unit is just getting there, and he's coming up with naloxone or Narcan to try to revive the patient. Well, heroin and the overdoses, I mean, it's been so insidious for years now that it just made so much sense to equip police officers with that medicine, because we're always, not always, but the majority of the time, especially in the middle of the night, I mean, we're the first ones always getting on scene, and a couple minutes difference, it can be a matter of life or death. All right. We had a friend and a friend in a motel room, and there might have been a third person earlier in the morning who left, and the friend's in the bathroom getting ready to take a shower, hears a thump, comes out, friend is on the floor, unresponsive. So she was dead. I just heard the paramedics say that to her as they were wheeling her out to the ambulance. She was dead, and she was revived with that heroin overdose reversal drug, as I told you, the Narcan. So she came back, but she was not breathing, had no pulse. So now she's hysterical, asking what happened, saying she's afraid, doesn't want to die. So they're taking her to the hospital, because just because you come back, that's not a guarantee that you won't go unconscious again. So they're gonna rush her up to the main hospital on Highway 6. And my officers are in the room right now talking to the friend and getting some information, looking for evidence of an overdose, even though we believe pretty strongly that's what it is. And they'll write up the report and forward it on to the heroin overdose response team. I think it hasn't improved that much, actually. I think we as first responders are better equipped, and the city and the county are doing everything they can to trace back to where the supplies are coming in from. It's almost just a routine type of call now, and they're not dying on every call like this one. You know, thank goodness she was revived. But a lot of them, I mean, once you get some fentanyl mixed up with that heroin, and you don't have somebody with you, or they wait, or they think they got to clean up the scene, you know, the person who's with them, and they wait to call, I mean, pretty much all is lost at that point. You have to stay up to speed with case law, with procedure and policy. You have to be able to get somewhere if a hot call comes out without having to reference your map, or without having to stop and like gather your thoughts. It has to just be an automatic response that you know where you're going to. Us as police officers, you know, treating things delicately and remembering that these are human beings and we're no different than them. So they were sitting there quite a while. Valpo 99, signal 27. This also got an expired plate.
Recording.
So we'll see. Turn right, let's get off. See, people usually never do what you want them to do either. So continue now, okay. First time getting pulled over. She's actually, gosh, is she starting to get emotional? Looks like it. Yeah, first time getting pulled over. She has a couple of friends in the vehicle with her. and the visor was blocking the light, and so she didn't see the green light, and then she was completely unaware that the plate expired, but it was just 5 days ago. If it's a couple weeks or more, I'm usually given a ticket. If it's a couple months or more, I'm usually given a ticket and impounding it, but a couple days I'll give her a warning and say to get it fixed pronto. Hey, the lights just turned on for us. So I'll try to project where this car will stop. I don't want to do it right here in the heart of downtown, so I'll call it out in advance of a couple of blocks. Was a little irritated. She wanted to kind of challenge me a little bit, which is fine for the reason of the stop. Oh yeah, so you get those every once in a while. You will see me and my lawyer in court type of thing. That's okay. I go very rarely when it's traffic court do you see a lawyer ever show up. Every once in a while. I only go to traffic court once or twice a year. Just abiding support in the police. I want people to glean from this that, yeah, these guys are out there every day working and giving it their all and doing what's best for the community.